Hello. It's Friday the 5th of June. Well, it's been quite a day, really. So I had a few more nice things arrive in the post for my little gifty things for various people. So that's all coming together. All my music, my nice music things to make key rings with have, I think they've all come now. So there's some little, I might show them in a vlog tomorrow actually. Some little flutes and clarinets and saxophones, and I also ordered some rainbows. Yeah, just because it will give them something positive to think back on this time, and of what they've achieved, which is very impressive. My little kids I'm talking about. And there's loads of little trinket things, so I might make some other music key rings as well. So I had a Zoom meeting and then got myself sorted ready for the concert this afternoon, the recital. Had a good practice session, good warm up, chilled a little bit, and then it was 2 o'clock. Soon come around. How do I think it went? I think overall it went pretty well. Yeah, I'm actually quite pleased. Annoyed. I'm not beating myself up about it, but I am slightly annoyed the fact that I goofed up in the foray, and that's probably one of the easier pieces. And probably the Chopin went better than it has done. A bit dodgy in places, but yeah. So overall, I'm pretty pleased. It's very strange doing a concert to a tiny screen with no idea who the audience is. I purposely turned off the comments so that I wouldn't get distracted by anybody commenting, or actually by knowing who was watching. Yeah, so it's very odd doing a concert in your front room. To backing tracks. If anyone goes and watches it, by the way, on Facebook, although I will try and link it onto the video for today. It has been muted, so it's being disputed. So Warner Brothers seem to think it belongs to them. Not really quite sure why. That might be because they're all classical backing tracks. But there we go. So if you do go and watch it and it is muted, then that's the reason why. It's only parts of it says, so who knows. I am pretty pleased with how it went. Do I think I would do another one? I think I might. If people wanted me to do another one, that is. There's no point doing one if people don't want me to do one. So yeah, I'm actually quite pleased. The video from today, as of 20 minutes ago, as in 6 o'clock tonight, has had 2,100 views, 82 shares, and it's had 75 comments, which I think is incredible. It's like over 2,000 people have watched that video. I think that's incredible. Wow. So it was brilliant to be a part of Flatpack Fridays. So who knows how long they might continue? We might do a second round. Who knows? So that was today. So I'm in slightly brighter spirits than everything. Back and everything's still very, very sore and painful, and knee and blah blah blah. But I'm feeling a bit brighter mentally, which is fantastic. So I'm all for that. See, music really is good therapy, and I know other people have had good news about other things, so that's all good as well. So I will try and tag this blurb onto the video of the concert this afternoon, which you can watch even, any or all of. And if you do, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will see you all tomorrow for another instalment. Ciao. Hello. It's almost 2 o'clock. I thought I'd just come on just to make sure that everything's working okay. Hello. I will just give it a couple of minutes while we wait for other people to join. Tap to invite. Okay. Hopefully I can ignore all things that might pop up on the screen. There's one person watching. Yay! 2. Here we go. It's like bingo, isn't it? So how are we all today? What exciting things have we been up to today? I purposely have not got the chat on so that I don't get scared by whoever might see me. So what's the weather? What's the weather like where you are? It's kind of been quite changeable where I am. I'm in Chester. So it's been blowing a gale and grey skies, and then the next second it's beautiful blue skies, which it currently is at the moment. Very strange. Oh, we've got 8 now. That's good. That's good. Oh, Heather or Joe or both. I've got little tiles that pop up at the top. Who else is on? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it's Flat Pack Friday. It's Flat Pack Friday. This happens as a Facebook Live, 2 o'clock every Friday. And there have been some truly phenomenally talented people doing these. So, it's a privilege to be asked. It's kind of exciting and terrifying in equal measure. I've never done a Facebook Live before, let alone actually play a concert as a Facebook Live. So, Heather, hi, thank you very much. So this is part of the Flat Pack Friday series. Next week, I think it's Carrie Ann Williams, who is a soprano. She is singing, so make sure you... Hello, don't know what happened there, do apologise. I think I was just saying, just tune in to Carrie next week. So, I'm playing with backing tracks, so I do hope they're loud enough or not too loud. It's just trying to judge it. It's also just me, so if there's any technical malfunction, it's up to me to sort it out. I will imagine that there is rapturous... Do apologise. I've set it to no notifications, but I still keep getting notifications. Yes, it's very odd performing a concert to a little screen. I know there's 11 of you watching. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much for tuning in. So today's concert is it's quite a range of pieces actually. The earliest piece is from the 1730s, and the I suppose most modern piece is from 1998. So there's a whole range, so hopefully a lot of tastes are catered for. So my first piece is by Beethoven, and is from 1797. It's the Allegro Molto from the Sonata in D, which is Opus 6, and it was originally written for piano 4 hands. And he was building quite a reputation as a virtuoso pianist and composer, but he also supplemented his income by teaching, which I don't think I'd realised. But apparently he hated it and wasn't actually much good at it, so he only did that for about 6-7 years, I think. So I think it's good that he was probably a better composer than teacher, maybe. So I'm just going to have a slurp of water. Always stay hydrated when you play, top tip. And this is the Allegro Molto.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So, I will imagine that you're all clapping. Thank you. Hopefully you're clapping. Oh, there's 18 people. Wow, thank you. I really enjoy playing that one. It's just good fun. It's got lots of light and shade in it. I think it's good to have a bit of fun with it, which is always the point, I think. So my next piece is a bit of Bach. Who, sorry, I do get camera wobble because it's placed on my music stand, so do apologise. So my next piece is from the it's just Sonata number 2, which is BWV 1031 for anyone that might be interested. It's from the 1730s. It's hotly contested which Bach actually wrote this. There's much debate about it. So it could have been JS, it could have been JS and his sons, or any combination thereof. But what can't be disputed is the craftsmanship and the charm of it. It's a really lovely piece to play. And you will hear on the track, you will actually hear a harpsichord this time, because I managed to find a track with a harpsichord, so it's a little bit more authentic, although of course this would have been on a wooden flute. So I hope you enjoy. I also hope it's not too loud. It can tend to start off quite loud. Oh my life, 29. Wow. Wow, thank you. 30 people, good grief. That's impressive. Wow, thank you very much. So I hope you enjoyed that. I love playing with a harpsichord or a cembalo. It just adds so much flavour to the piece of music. So now it's time for a little change. Sorry for the camera wobble. There we go. It will settle. Sorry, Heather. So changing pace now, something a little bit slower. So this is one of my favourite pieces. I think it's just so beautiful. It's the Fauré Pavane. It's more famously known as the Fauré Pavane, which is from Opus 50. And this is from 1787. And it was originally a piano piece, but it's been piano and orchestra, I believe, but it's been adapted for flute and piano. It's also been used as sampling in various pop songs. Yeah, go figure. And it was also the kind of theme music for the 1998 FIFA World Cup. It was the coverage music for that. So why they felt that football and Pavane went well together, I really don't know. But there we go. So this is the Pavane. Another drink of water. It's a very thirsty work playing, I have to say. So, here is Pavane. Gonna let the cat out the bag. I skipped a line. Oh well. Never mind. I tried. I have a vlog where I can actually play that. So you can always, if you're really bored, you can go and find my vlogs and I can play that. But there we go. That's live music, isn't it? There we go. So, oh, sorry. The next piece on the programme, this is my most recent piece, which is the 1998 piece, which is The Lovely Sunstreams by Ian Clark. Ian is known, probably best known for his use of extended techniques where the flute does overtones and all sorts of incredible sounds, which I can't do. Thankfully this piece does not employ any of them, so we should be okay. It's just simply a lovely piece in an improvisational style that moves through the range of the flute. And the imagery that I have when I play this is of a nice hot day. Imagine that we're out of lockdown and you're having a picnic with some friends. You've just had a lovely picnic. It's a nice hot day. You're by the river and you've got that kind of mid-afternoon slump where you all just get a bit sleepy, and it's that kind of gentle kind of piece with the water flowing. That's what I imagine when I play it anyway. So I hope you like it. Again, I'm just going to have a drink of water. There we go. Okay. Is this piece? Yes, this is piece 4. All being well. I really enjoyed playing that one. I first got to know that piece when one of my students turned up with it a few years back and said that she wanted to learn it for her grade 8. It's like, right, okay. But it's such a nice piece, and I'm glad that I also had to learn it. So it really is a beautiful piece, and maybe I'll play it one day in an actual recital if we ever have them again. Hopefully we will. Hopefully. So we have 2 more pieces. I'm sorry, I realised I looked a little bit scary then. 2 more pieces. The next one brings me to my association with Flat Pack. So I've known Heather a long time actually. When I left university, I went straight into a teaching job at the school where Heather was, and she was learning clarinet and her teacher was off on maternity leave, and I was the flute and sax teacher, and I was asked to cover, because I play clarinet as well, I was asked to cover the clarinet teaching, and Heather was one of my students. So that's how I know Heather. She's probably cringing now. And then Heather became a member of my wind ensemble, and then she left school and we lost touch for a while. And then I saw her in various places about the music scene. And then we did, was it Pirates, Heather and Joe? I think we did Pirates, didn't we? About 3 years ago. And then last year, Heather asked me if I would play flute for the Magic Flute, their production of the Magic Flute. I'd never been a massive opera fan. My mum loved opera, but I was kind of like, really? It was all in Italian. I didn't understand it, didn't get it. It was all just warbling. But since doing GNS, which I've discovered I loved, it's kind of halfway to being fully operatic, isn't it? So when she asked me to do Magic Flute and I went along and played for Magic Flute, it just blew me away. It really did. Especially because Flat Pack sing in English, so it makes sense. So I could understand it. I was also facing them, so I could see everything that went on, and I was just blown away by the talent on that stage. I've met some wonderful, I made some wonderful friends because of it. And I'm just absolutely delighted to be able to be involved with Flat Pack. The idea being that they can go places and unpack opera because it's done with minimal scenery. We did a schools workshop earlier this year, just before lockdown happened, which was incredible. We spent the day there and we did a cut down version of the Magic Flute in the evening, and it really was wonderful to be part of. So the next piece that I'm playing has to come from the Magic Flute. It's the Queen of the Night aria. I'm not going to attempt to say it in German, but it's the Queen of the Night aria that was sung so superbly by Naomi and then by Hannah, who was roped in. So let's hope that once lockdown is ended, we can do many more schools versions, Heather and Joe. So here's the Magic Flute. Here's the Queen of the Night aria. I hope it's not too loud. isn't it? Not necessarily my playing of, but it is a fantastic piece. And you can't help but smile. I was smile. It doesn't work well when you play the flute and smile, but it makes me smile. So thank you, Heather and Joe, for allowing me to be part of something truly special. It's just amazing to be part of. So there we go. So this brings me to my last piece. You'll be delighted to know. So let me do that. So these are, should I say, the Chopin Variations, which are on a theme by Rossini. And I didn't know, prior to researching this, that it's based on the Cinderella opera that Rossini wrote. Excuse me. Chopin was very talented. He wrote, he was a virtuoso pianist of the Romantic era, and he wrote primarily for solo piano. And he was a child prodigy, and he wrote this at the age of 14, which is, it just boggles my mind that people can, you know, especially then. I mean, I can't write anything without Sibelius, a music computer program, so I find it incredible. And it's likely that he wrote this for his father, who was an amateur flute player, or one of his friends. So these are the Chopin Variations, all being well. Claimed my video. Here we go. I'll imagine that you're clapping. Thank you very much. Let's stop that before it goes to something else. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. It wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought it would be, and I still have 35 people, so thank you very much to everyone that's tuned in. Please do tune in on a Wednesday at 2 o'clock for Isolation Vocalisation. I can finally say it, with Heather and Joe. It's half an hour of fun, warm-ups. And you get to see Heather play the ukulele, which she loves. So, you know, it's win-win. And then every Friday, 2 o'clock, Flat Pack Friday. Next week it's Carrie Ann. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you to everyone that's joined me. And I'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching.